I'm Michael Jensen, editor of AfterElton.com.
And I'm Michael's partner, author Brent Hartinger.
And this is Two Gay Guys.
The subject of this week's episode is the Lord of the Rings movies, and specifically, we're going to ask the question, is there a gay subtext? First off, let's get one thing straight. That whole business about gay subtext between Legolas and Aragorn, I don't think it was there. I think that was wishful thinking on the part of gay moviegoers.
I agree, but I do think you can make a case for Frodo and Sam.
I think you're right. I think you've got Sam and Frodo, two hobbits, the most meek and mild and unassuming of all the creatures in Middle-earth, that are setting out on this quest to confront the greatest evil of all.
Here we call them Democrats.
He was really proud of that joke. I think it's funny. Why don't we look at the first clip, shall we?
What's this?
Nothing, Mr. Frodo. Just a bit of salt. I thought if we were having a roast chicken one night.
Oh, Sam, dear Sam, it's not just salt you brought with us. You brought a little piece of the Shire.
Wow, Frodo was a lot more light in the elven boots than I remembered.
Well, except hobbits don't actually wear boots, but I get your joke.
Gay. Frodo was really, really gay. But just because Frodo was gay, that doesn't mean Sam's gay. I mean, if there's subtext, they both have to be gay.
True, but why don't we look at another clip to see if we can detect some of that subtext. And this next clip is from later on in the movie, and involves when the character of Gollum comes between Frodo and Sam.
Sort of a love triangle.
Possibly. Let's go to the clip.
I'm sorry, Sam. I'm leaving you for Gollum. Maybe it's the loincloth, or that one wisp of hair that hangs over his head, but I must have him.
But he's a liar, Mr. Frodo. He's poisoned you against me.
Go home, Sam. I'm not attracted to you anymore.
Mr. Frodo, you don't mean it.
It's not you, it's me. That and the fact that he knows the way into Mordor and you don't.
But I've got a AAA map.
I'm sorry. It's too late.
Okay, that was a really interesting clip, an interesting look at Sam. There's another interesting clip of Sam a little further on in the movie, after Frodo is attacked by Shelob, the giant spider, and wrapped in Shelob's web. Sam kills Shelob and then comes upon Frodo, thinking that Frodo has been poisoned by the spider and that he's dead.
Well, actually, as the Lord of the Rings geek, I have to correct you on one thing, and that's that Sam does not actually kill Shelob. He stabs her with Sting and drives her away. Yeah. But let's go to the clip.
Mr. Frodo! Mr. Frodo! Shelob, get away from him! Get away! Get away! Mr. Frodo! Mr. Frodo! Don't leave me, Mr. Frodo! No! No!
Now, there you go. Come on. How many straight guys actually kiss their companion when they think he's died on their way to save the world? It just doesn't happen.
It's funny, I don't remember that scene being quite like that when we saw it in the theater. Maybe they added some extra footage for the DVD release?
Could be. Could be.
Anyway, this brings us to our last scene, which is the gayest scene in the whole three movies. And that is the scene after Frodo has destroyed the One Ring in the fires of Mount Doom, and the lava is cascading down.
Ooh. Interesting geological fact. When you throw the One Ring into a volcano, it causes the whole thing to erupt and collapse, and lava goes everywhere. So if you happen to have a One Ring and you're in Hawaii, don't throw it in a volcano.
It should come with like a warning label. Also, what's this business about Mount Doom? I mean, the mountain just happens to be called Mount Doom, and was it named after like Alfred Doom, the explorer, the person who discovered the mountain? Kind of convenient that it worked out that way.
Take it up with Tolkien.
Anyway, so Frodo and Sam have completed their quest and they've destroyed the One Ring, and yet, ironically, they know that the fires of Mount Doom are now going to consume them. So they have a chance to say to each other what they really, really think for the last time. Let's go to the clip.
Glad to be with you, Samwise Gamgee, here at the end of all things. I can see the Shire, the Brandywine River, Bag End.
Rosie Cotton dancing. She's got ribbons in her hair. Mr. Frodo, if I was ever to marry someone, it would be her.
Rosie Cotton? After all we've been through? 3 movies? A total of 38 hours screen time? You're gonna marry Rosie frickin' Cotton?
But Mr. Frodo, did it never occur to you I might be bi?
So what do you think, Michael? Those were 4 pretty compelling, convincing clips. Is there a gay subtext in the Lord of the Rings movies?
Well, perhaps there might be when you reenact them the way we do. Actually, I have to say no. I don't think there is any gay subtext in Lord of the Rings.
See, we don't always see gay subtext in everything. We're very fair-minded and reasonable. Actually, I think the relationship between Sam and Frodo speaks more to Tolkien's view of the relationship between a servant and his master back in 1940s England. You know, because the movie's very, very faithful to the books. I mean, that whole relationship is taken right out of the books. But I don't think Tolkien intended it to be gay, and I don't think it necessarily is gay. I don't think it is gay.
Like I said, I don't either, but I do think it's quite understandable why there are gay folks out there who do see subtext in the movie. And that's just because we're so starved for any decent representation of ourselves on screen that when you do see some same-sex affection going on between two characters, it's so easy to go there and think, oh, okay, there has to be more than that. They actually have to be in love with each other, and they are gay.
Because there's nothing else. There's nothing actually gay. Yeah.
Or very little.
Yeah. I also think people who were upset with that aspect of the movie, who said, "Oh, that's so gay," I think that sort of speaks to sort of the general homophobia in society. That anytime two men are emotional with each other, they have to be gay. That two men can't be emotional unless they're gay. So it speaks to how straight men get screwed in their inability to express emotion.
Yeah, it's really frustrating, and it's really too bad because it sort of robs them of some of the great part of the movie. Because even though I don't think there's anything the least bit gay about it, I'm incredibly moved at the end of the movie as they express the affection towards each other. I cry every time.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
and
just...
Sean Astin's performance as Sam is incredible. I mean, I think he's the heart of that movie. And
he didn't get a single Oscar nomination.
He was robbed. Well, on that note, let's say this has been an episode of Two Gay Guys. You know, in the Lord of the Rings books and movies, whenever Frodo's sword's sting was in the presence of orcs, it glowed blue.
Well, this one's different.
Yeah? How's that?
Whenever it's in the presence of dorks, it glows white.
Really?
Oh, ah! Ooh. Turn it off. Ooh, ah!